What's going on, everybody? Welcome to For the Title Podcast, episode 2. Today we're going to be talking about UFC 261 that just happened this past weekend. What a crazy event it was.
Well, crazy event, unpredictable. We're gonna get into it, breaking it down soon.
Yeah, who would have thought all these turn of events came out like that? It's just you can't even predict that. It's wild.
Crazy.
It was a super.
We had one of our own there, Joaquin. How was your experience there, Joaquin, in Jacksonville? Right up the road.
Oh yeah, 2.5 hours up the road. Fantastic. It was fantastic.
I bet, man.
From the start to oh my god. Let's get into it.
On TV,
it was completely sold out, right? It just looked.
It was
insane.
Yeah, it was.
I think like in minutes or some shit.
On the TV, it looks fantastic, man. The energy was crazy. How was it in the building?
Hype.
I bet.
I'm talking about hype. Even the first fight in the early prelims.
I heard they went crazy on the first fight when the first fighter walked out.
There were a lot of people there off rip.
Yeah, I'll say maybe 60-70% were already there.
Oh wow.
Damn, people usually don't show up to the main card. That's crazy.
It showed out.
No, that shit was as soon as the first fight started on this I forgot the names. I know the Brazilian one, I didn't know the Chinese one. Off rip, just boom, straight into the face. She goes into the ground, and then from there it was a freaking scrap. Oh my god. The pace, man. Oh my god!
You saw history last night, man.
That's what's up, man. Well, it's been
glad to be a part
over
of
a year since fans have been allowed in, right?
And what a comeback event for fans too.
Crazy, man. Event of the year. That's easily going to be the event of the year. I don't see nothing topping that.
Yeah, I don't think so either, man.
I don't know if I'm biased, but that's one of the best cards I've ever seen.
Oh, on TV it was, dude. I can imagine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We'll back you up on that, man. So let's get straight into the fights, man. Crazy night of fights, bro. Every single fight we have something to talk about. So let's get straight into it with Jimmy Crute versus Anthony Smith, man.
Damn, man.
How did you guys feel about that?
Oh man.
It was it's unfortunate, man, but hey, them leg kicks, man, real deal.
Anthony was looking
hit the
good
sweet
too,
spot.
man.
Anthony was
good.
Them jabs were stiff.
Yeah,
man. Them jabs were stiff.
Anthony was looking good. He was jabbing them a lot, man, and he got him with that leg kick that flattened the nerve, man. He was.
Yeah, but give credit to Jimmy, because as soon as he his leg got hit and he crumbled into the ground, he just fell. He went straight for the takedown.
He got two takedowns. He got two takedowns.
With a limp leg.
That's
to
crazy,
be honest, I think if it was earlier in that round, I think his leg would have healed enough for him to, keep going in the second one. In the second round, bro.
It was close. He was walking on it. He was walking.
What I'm saying.
It was still rolling a bit, but he was still walking on it.
He wasn't gonna hesitate to come out for the second round if the doctor didn't stop it. He was ready to go, man.
Right.
He was ready.
He was hyping himself up and everything in between rounds.
He was hyping himself up. He was hyping the crowd up. The crowd was all behind him.
It was going to be a good fight, though.
He was throwing some good leg kicks of his own, too.
Yeah,
he was.
You could see Anthony Smith's leg already, like bruising up. It was starting to get red for sure.
And he thought he was able to keep Anthony Smith down on the floor too.
I told
you about that.
Yeah,
he can grapple. That's
what I meant. That's what I meant about saying if that happened a little bit earlier in the round, mid round, he would have probably been able to keep it on the ground most of the rest of the round and been able to kind of stay off that leg and kind of heal.
I low-key think he still won that round even with that.
Yeah, definitely with the two takedowns after. But
and keeping him there.
It was crazy the way it just flopped, man. It looked like nothing was there, no bone. It just fell straight to the ground, man. That's bad.
Speaking of no bone.
Oh.
So should we get into the big one next one?
Oh,
that's
God.
Crazy, man. Yeah, we should get right into it. Anybody
talk about ironic.
It's crazy how things go coming full circle, right?
That's insane, man.
Man.
Being on the other side of that gruesome injury a couple years ago, man. It's
only the third one. It was
like
UFC
10 years ago, right?
All right, being there. Obviously we were watching the whole thing. As soon as, obviously you guys all saw it. As soon as his leg hit Uriah Hall's leg, bro, the snap.
Oh,
You heard that across the entire arena, man.
oh my goodness.
Oof.
It was loud, like loud.
Oh my god.
And we knew right away, yeah. And me and like other people around us is like, yeah, that shit's yeah, he broke that shit. And then when we saw him try to put his foot down, and it kind of like, it did that
Oh,
it went
Oh, yeah, the
backwards
fold,
pretty
the
much like
fold, the
yeah,
fold.
the
It
It
fold.
folded, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
terrible,
my god.
man. That was hard to
Oh.
watch, man.
And he didn't notice it until he tried to step on it and look down.
Of course, and the same thing that happened with Anderson.
Yeah.
Like
And
that
Corey
adrenaline,
Hill.
that adrenaline rush is like is a real drug. He didn't he tried to step on it, and that's when he felt it.
That
You see,
shit
you can see the
collapsed.
pain in his face as
That's
soon as he tried to
crazy,
step.
man.
It was insane.
I felt so bad for him, man. 17 seconds into the fight, he didn't even get a chance.
That's that whole yeah. I mean, the first fight, the second fight, didn't even last a whole round. Well, besides the
First fight
fifth
was
one.
around.
Yeah,
First fight was
the first
around.
one, right? Yeah.
He didn't
It
let him
started
in for the
between
second
rounds.
one.
Yeah. It started in
Speaking
between
of,
rounds.
back in the first fight, what was everybody's prediction? None of
I
us
had-
had Smith.
I
We
had
all had
Crute.
Crute. We
Yeah,
all
I
we
had
all
Crute
had
30
Crute.
20. I had Crute decision.
We all
Yeah,
had
same.
Crute.
And I think he was on his way too, because with the wrestling, he was
So-
holding him down.
Let's start doing that. Let's keep track of our predictions on main card. So we're all 0 for 1 for the night.
Yeah, we
Okay,
are.
yeah, okay, but that was too unpredictable to even like nobody would have.
No,
Hey.
for sure, for sure.
Nobody
but-
would have
but still,
expected.
but
Nobody
still.
would have
First two
expected Chris
fights,
Weidman.
0 for 1. And Chris Weidman.
Sure.
I think
It's
those
crazy
two
how
fights don't
the-
count, honestly, because like that was like, who could have expected that?
It happens, man.
This,
Anything can
this,
happen.
card,
the
this, this
foreshadowing
card,
that
this
was about
card,
to
this
happen.
card has an asterisk on our predictions.
Yeah.
It has to. It has to have.
Me and
it.
Jesse had Uriah Hall by TKO.
Yeah,
we
we
tec-
did.
we're
Oh,
technically
God.
1 for 2.
That's what I'm.
One
That's
for
what I'm
two.
saying. Like the asterisk is there though for sure.
I feel bad for Chris Weidman, man,
Uh,
and for Uriah Hall. too,
Yeah, man,
that
he was
sucks.
hurt. You could tell. You could tell. He
I
was
saw,
hurt.
I saw him like like he was tearing up.
That's
Like-
terrible, man.
Yeah. I mean, you
He
gotta
did a
think of-
great speech. He did a
you
great
gotta,
speech.
Yeah, you got to think about it. He wins this. He gets probably a top 5 opponent right here. Maybe
Probably.
like
Yeah.
Dude.
I
what do you
think
guys?
he still gets it. I think he still gets it.
They could give him
honestly.
Till. They can give him Till and have a great
Till,
stand-up fight.
Maybe Brunson. Brunson's probably gonna be looking for a fight soon too.
I would love to see if he wins one more Uriah versus Adesanya, the stand-up fight that would be, because Uriah's stand-up is next level and people don't give him credit for it.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
know
super
because in his,
underrated.
yeah, I think in his last fight with Anderson, like he didn't want to pull the trigger. From what I noticed,
It's
Yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah, he a lot of his
Yeah,
fights has
yeah.
been like that. That he
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
he
saying,
struggled
and,
with
yeah.
the mentality part.
But you see what happens when he does pull the trigger.
Yes.
Sleeps dudes.
But again,
Bad.
it's all
He
like,
slept Musasi, right?
Yeah,
He
but
did.
again,
With a
like we.
swinging wheel kick to the jaw. Musasi went in for the takedown and he caught him with it. Oh my god, that was bad.
Like we said before, it's always a case of what ifs with Hart, man. It's like, come on, bro, pull the trigger every time, man. You got the ability to take heads. You get me?
He said it
Yeah.
was his mental game, but now he stepped it back up. I heard he's the captain at his gym and things are going the right way for him.
He
Well,
said he's
for-
been
That was
seeing a
just
sports
unfortunate for
psychologist too.
everybody.
Yeah. But now
That
for
was just
Weidman,
unfortunate. Yeah.
yeah, it was unfortunate. What do you guys
Oh,
think
that's-
happens to Weidman now?
I think he's gonna
retire.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have.
no. I
What's
think
up,
he's gonna
Joaquin?
come back. I think he's gonna come back one more fight, and from there, I don't know if he's gonna get knocked out and then he determines just like, yeah, that's it, or. But I do think he's gonna come back.
How old
I think
is
it
he?
dep-
How old is
He's
Weidman?
36.
He's
36.
36. What? Let's say he's out for a year, right?
Maybe
More.
more. Yeah, it depends how long he
They
takes.
said
that, I
12
think.
weeks just to walk. I
Just
saw the
to
update.
walk.
12 weeks.
Probably another 3-4 months to before he can actually start training to get a
No, Jesse,
camp. Not
12,
even.
12 weeks is 3 months before he can just walk.
Right. And that's what I
Yeah.
said. Another
That
3-4
camp
months
is a
on top
while
of that.
away. Oh, yeah.
Until he even starts to be able to train. That's what I'm saying. Then he has to find a camp, and then we're
gonna
looking
be
at it.
tough.
We're looking over a year.
Easily over a
guaranteed.
year.
That's what I'm
Easily
saying.
over a year.
Yeah.
What, put him at 37, 38-ish? I think he calls it, man.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
It wouldn't
single
make.
fighter.
I don't think he has anything left to prove. To be honest, like
He doesn't. He
you
had a
get
great
me? Like,
career.
yeah,
Champion. He went
Undefeated
on a
until
good
Luke.
run.
He was undefeated until Luke.
He had good defenses too. He defended against
Yeah,
Vitor. He defended against
yeah.
Lyoto.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think he has anything left to prove. I mean, he can. I think he can walk away and be
You know,
and
fighters
be
though.
satisfied. Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Put yourself in his position. Would you want to retire after that devastating injury?
yeah, that wouldn't
Or
be.
would you want to?
You wouldn't want that to
You know
be
what
the
I'm
I
saying?
get it. No, for sure. But unless
Like
doctors
Anderson.
unless doctors
Anderson
tell
came
him,
back.
unless doctors tell him, hey, you're probably not gonna be able to train like you did before, and then you're just gonna go into what get knocked out again, you know. But I mean, maybe if he does come back, take one fight. If he wins, cause it and leave it right there, you know. But he doesn't have much left in him, regardless. Even before that leg injury.
True. Very true. All right. Now let's get right into the championship fights with the bullet. Valentina Shevchenko defends easily, in my opinion,
Dude, it
against
was
Jessica
dominant,
Andrade.
bro.
Quinto Andrade won.
Come on, King. What's
Yo,
up with that, man?
that performance was
Best in her career, in my opinion.
it's too much. Who would have thought she was gonna go for a takedown? I did not see that coming.
7
What
times.
Yeah.
But
What
I'm
about
saying,
breaking her
I'm
own
saying-
record in 2 rounds?
I'm just saying, like the fact that she went for a takedown was like,
I thought her game
I'm gonna
plan.
I'm gonna beat you in your own game is basically what she said.
Bro,
That's
I
what she
thought
does
her.
with every fighter that she faces.
I thought her game plan was gonna be to stay on the outside and just use her range and fucking pick her apart.
That's
But
what I
fucking
thought.
takedowns and
I've
shit.
Which
seen
she
it.
was doing.
She's grappled before in some other fights, and she's strong, man.
She was mad at people who thought that she was better than her in the grappling.
She's good
she should.
everywhere. Everywhere. She's great, not just good. She almost doesn't make mistakes in her movement.
Yeah, it was dominant. I wasn't shocked because I knew what she could do. I was shocked at the fact that she was like, I'm gonna grapple her. This is what I'm gonna do. It's insane.
She's almost cheating. Did you guys hear what Chael said?
No.
No, I didn't hear it.
He said you can't beat her. He was like, beating the bullet? Nobody's gonna beat the bullet. He says the Vegas lines have to open up sequences to see who will win, like an exchange, or like if you get a takedown, or if you end up on top in a scramble. That's the
Or
only
even
way
a
you'll
round.
you'll get
Even
wins.
winning a round.
Yeah, that's the only way you'll get wins. He was like, nobody's gonna beat Valentina for the whole contest of a fight. It's impossible. She's too good everywhere.
No, it amazes me because Andrade is a black belt.
She's a
And she
beast.
ragdolled her.
Wasn't
She got-
Shevchenko like a minus 1,200 favor, some shit like that?
No, I don't think
No
it was that.
way.
I don't think it was
No
that
way.
much.
Not-
I don't
no,
think
no,
that
no, no.
much.
She'd
That's
been
absurd.
she'd been that much of a favor in her past fights.
Oh
Yeah,
but not
yeah,
against
yeah.
Jessica. Jessica,
I think she was a minus 300.
Bro,
Wasn't
this is-
Jessica like a
around
plus
it.
700-600, something like that?
No, like plus 300 something.
I thought she was like 300-400 for sure. Yeah.
Jessica was supposed to be her toughest competition yet, and there was no competition to be
Bro,
had.
she got her in a crucifix.
Yeah, as soon as that crucifix came,
the
He
elbow.
elbowed her.
Started murdering her. It was
Dude,
like
The
it's like,
same shit
bro.
DC did to Ozdemir.
That
Like,
body
literally.
lock, she has, she's so strong. The way she just drags them to the
Just
ground.
picks you up and pins you down,
Oh,
and you
man.
can't do anything.
She's
And honestly, I don't think Jessica like stuck to her plan. She's like she got kind of like discouraged, I guess, because like she said, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go in there and not respect her. I'm gonna go in and get nice and get in there and stuff like that. She didn't do any of that. I don't know if you guys noticed. She didn't. I feel like she didn't like.
Valentina
think-
negates
man.
that. She's
I
just
think
so
when
good.
she's-
She negates other people's strengths.
Yeah.
They can't.
I
They
would. I
literally
was,
can't.
I think
I
when
was
she
just-
saw that she had no openings like in her stance or anything, she was just like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do?"
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And that's when I was like, she could. When that happened, I was like, she needs to adjust now. Let's see if she can adjust. And she didn't. She just couldn't.
You can't. adjust.
No, I
Valentina's
mean,
too
I get
good.
it.
Like-
I get it. I'm just saying, like,
I think
you can see it in her face that she was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now? Like, that you can see it.
I think technically she's the best female fighter of all time. It's only a matter of time before her and Amanda fight again. And honestly, I think I'm
Amanda's still the
I'm
GOAT.
gonna pick her.
At 125, I'll pick her. I don't know about
Amanda
125.
can't make 125, but I
Nah.
just
I want
I
the. Do you think she'll out grapple Amanda?
don't think Amanda wants to grapple with her.
I think Amanda's too big.
I
There's
think
a
Amanda
reason-
would rather grapple than her.
I
than
just
strike with her.
watched the second fight literally yesterday, the entire fight between her and Amanda. And Amanda, there was not one grappling exchange throughout the entire fight. And
Yeah, but remember that's a different Amanda. That's Amanda's way better now.
But so is
this,
Valentina.
That was a
wasn't-
while
this-
ago.
This was UFC 217. This was not that long ago.
This was what? Like I thought, like maybe like 2.5 years ago.
About 2.5 years. It's not that long
That's
ago.
for training and that's a good while. Imagine not
Yeah.
fighting for 2.5 years,
Yeah,
and
but
then you think that's not gonna make a difference?
I
They
think
both
Valentina-
improved.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
both
No,
improved.
for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'd like to see it again, man. It has to happen at some
Yeah,
time.
I would like to see
They're
it
too
again, too.
dominant. They're too dominant. They're both too dominant in their division.
If
There's
Weili
nobody
would have
else to
won, then I
fight.
might have liked to see Weili versus Shevchenko, but
Shevchenko.
that's gone
yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's definitely out the door.
We all know what would have happened then.
Speaking of which, you want to
Oh,
go
man.
into the next one?
Yeah, let's get right into it, man. What was the
That's-
next fight, King? Tell us the vibe on this
Like-
one and that building.
Oh my God. When Rose came out, everybody went nuts.
That's crazy, man.
Went nuts. I went nuts. Everybody went nuts. The MMA's golden child, man. Like
She's beloved, man. Everybody
Oh
loves
my-
Rose.
Everybody loves her.
everybody. And then they started booing Weili, and I'm like,
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I was like, why you guys booing Weili? Like,
You
Nah,
only
we
like
did it.
Weili because he fought Joanna.
she's actually, you know,
Yeah,
she's a
she's
beast
for sure,
fighter.
for sure. Now, tell me, do you guys think it was a little bit of an early stoppage?
no.
No.
People were talking about it. I didn't.
It
I didn't
was
agree
not.
with
No,
that.
she wasn't gonna
Yeah, I was
recover
there.
from that.
Not even,
Trust
well,
me.
not even just that. Once she like walked away, she stumbled. I don't know if you guys noticed.
She
But-
was
Yeah, I've
out.
seen it.
She
But
was
yeah,
out.
I've seen all of it.
She wasn't gonna
She was-
recover.
She was like, trust me, she was still like kind of like that for like a good like 2 minutes afterwards. Like she
It
was
was
gone.
a beautifully timed kick, man.
It was
Bruh.
so.
The Taekwondo kick, too.
God.
It was on the front leg.
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't
what I'm
even the
saying.
back leg.
But did you see the breakdown of it? They were like she was feigning the low leg kick and went up high.
She was bouncing in and out. There was no way to throw that kick from there. That's why Zhang expected the low kick.
And when
Yeah.
when Weili tried to lean back to get out of the leg kick wave,
Oh,
she ran
man.
right into the kick.
She
Face
snuck it
first.
through the guard.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh my
And it
goodness.
almost like it's just slapped her. It didn't
Yeah, it
really
wasn't
feel
even
like,
that hard of a kick.
It just
It
like
looked
I
it
know.
was like a
it-
slap.
It hit the button. That's all
Oh,
it did. It just
man.
hit that
But
button.
did you hear how loud the crowd was?
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Talk
Bruh,
about
like-
talk about the commentators' faces, the reaction.
Oh,
Legendary.
I didn't hear any of the commentators, obviously, but I was there.
She-
But bro, when she knocked her out and she did that little jump of joy, like, oh my God,
He
everybody
does that to
went
the
nuts.
commentators every time.
What?
They go crazy for her when she knocks somebody out in a championship
Bro.
fight.
The
Why
Doug
wouldn't
Rose
you?
shit when she knocked out Joanna.
They basically did the
Yeah.
same thing as the Thug Rose thing again, man. They were going crazy for her.
It's crazy
Bruh.
because it's so genuine. Those reactions are like real fans, like just talking over
Professional
like,
fans,
you know
professional
what I mean?
fans.
It's just-
I have a
Passion.
question
fans,
for I
yeah.
have a question for King.
Go.
What was the emotion like when Joe Rogan was interviewing her and he started crying? How
Bro,
did you feel? How
every-
was everybody around you?
All right, I don't give a fuck. I'll admit this. I started tearing up too. People around me
man.
started tearing up. There was this drunk lady that came out of nowhere. I seriously, like I was sitting like right next to the stairs, right? And all of a sudden, like I just see her, and she was like, "I'm so proud of us." She's been through so much. She deserves this.
They're just
She just
beloved by
walks away.
everybody. Everybody loves
Bruh.
her.
That was such a great moment.
man.
And she started crying,
A lot of
just
people
like,
gave her shit for that. Like people were
You know
like,
what?
"Oh my god!" Like online, like comments and everything. It was just like, "Oh, why is she crying? I'm tired of like
Oh my god.
of like
Those people
female
are
or
haters.
It's
people-
an emotional.
yeah.
It's an emotional
I'm like,
moment.
yo,
Tell 'em to shut
internet
up.
warriors, bro. Internet warriors. You feel
Wow.
me? Like,
She's a
It's an
champ.
emotional moment, intense too. You just went through that whole shit and just won a fucking world title.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
man.
Again.
Congratulations.
Yeah, once
to
again,
her.
yeah, the first woman to do it.
Congratulations.
First woman
to
to
her.
win the title. Yeah.
Well, I think-
just before anything though, is it safe to assume that she's the greatest strawweight fighter of all time? She's
Yeah.
beat
You
the
still got to
best
give
of
that
the
to
best.
Joanna. I think Joanna's still
I
is
She
still
don't
the
beat
best.
know.
Joanna. Listen, you know I'm a Joanna stan basically, but she beat her twice.
Twice.
I think Joanna's just
She-
one of the pioneers for that division. That's why she has that like GOAT status for the
Well,
straw weight. But,
We'll
you
see
know,
what happens next because honestly, I think Weili's not going to get the next shot.
Dana said he wants to do the rematch.
We'll see. She's
He's
just
saying
knocked
he
out
will-
Who are
cold.
they gonna who are they gonna give it to?
Yeah,
Joanna champion.
Nah, Joanna
Then,
needs, in my
I think
opinion,
the only-
Joanna needs one more fight before she can contend again.
I think the only other person other than Zhang is either gonna be Carla Esparza or fucking maybe if Tatiana
Joanna
Suarez
needs-
comes back, they may give her Tatiana Suarez.
She lost to her, right? On Carlos Esparza.
Yeah, and for the first title fight for the strawweights on the tough finale.
Yeah.
I'm looking up her record right now. Joanna's what her last fight was.
She's
last
something
fight
4,
was
like 21
Zhang.
and 4.
Zhang
Yeah.
was her last fight, and then before
Yeah.
that was the
Yeah, it was
Michelle
Michelle
Waterson
Waterson.
fight.
Yep.
and then before that was Shevchenko.
I just closed it. Let me see here.
Yeah, before that,
yeah,
that was
Shevchenko, Tisha Torres, Rose.
Rose, and then
What's her
Yeah.
record? Like 21 and 4, right?
Yeah,
Something like
21
that.
and 4.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's crazy
crazy,
because
man.
I mean,
What?
I don't think there's much depth anymore. You get me? Like
True.
at least it's gonna be between Weili, Rose, Joanna, and then like here and there up and comers. But as far as like legit contenders, you really got the same group that it's
What
been
about-
for a little bit.
You're
What
sleep
about-
on Tatiana Suarez. She's the fucking female Khabib.
I don't think she's coming back. Yeah, I think she has another injury. I heard.
Yeah.
I know because I
heard
know
that
she
too.
had like some neck surgery type shit.
What
But I don't
about the winner of Carla Esparza versus that? I'm missing her name now. That new Chinese cat that's coming up.
Oh, I know
supposed
you're
to be
talking
a
about
problem.
That trains with
Gal
Weili, right?
something.
If
That's in the same camp?
Carla Esparza wins, I believe she's in the same camp. If Carla Esparza wins, she beat Rose for the inaugural 115 strawweight belt. So that's a little storyline there.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting.
She's not that bad of a wrestler. She's pretty good.
That's good, man. I was like, as much like, even though I predicted Weili to win,
So did I.
obviously I wanted Rose to win just because she's my favorite. But when she actually won, I went
That was
nuts,
crazy,
man.
man.
I was
That was
like, hell
crazy.
yeah.
I
The way
predicted
she
Rose
won
to
too,
win,
though.
but I just didn't think she was gonna win like that. I thought she was gonna
was-
get that fourth rounder naked.
Oh my
That was
God.
beautiful.
I thought she was
man.
gonna submit her for real.
It's crazy because I was at my boy's crib and we were watching the fight, and he knows how big of a Rose fan I was. So he was like kind of shocked that I bet against her. And then I was like, yeah, man, I don't know. I couldn't see it, man. I didn't see it at first, but then I'm just like, deep down, I'm like, I was
Bro,
like,
did
"Ah,
you see
Rose
that
gotta get
speed
this."
difference? She was
Yeah.
Rose was
Yes.
so
So
fast
quick.
compared to Zhang.
Bro, how about Lil Wayne said he's gonna make a song called Thug
I saw that.
Rose?
Yeah, I
That's
saw that.
legendary,
I saw
man.
that.
She's
I
the
guess
goat.
that's how you know you made it, right? You got rappers
Yeah.
rapping about you
He's
somehow.
the goat. Not just rappers, Lil Wayne. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
That was a great moment, man. Like I mentioned before, man. Like, oh my God, and Joe Rogan, he started. Oh my God,
That
how
was-
were the
good.
commentators though? Like, how were their commentators that night?
Dude,
Because
they
obviously it's a
went-
different atmosphere.
They were
Yeah,
going
man,
crazy,
yeah.
man. They were going crazy. I love
You
seeing
know,
the
you know,
commentators.
those three are the best ones for sure. Like,
Have you not
Of
seen
course.
have you not seen the
Yeah.
reactions on Instagram or something or on YouTube?
I've seen the memes. Yes,
yeah.
No, but did
Yeah.
you see the actual reactions though? Like their actual reactions?
They go crazy, man.
Oh, when Joe Rogan goes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
DC and Anik
hilarious.
too, bro.
He just grabs both of them.
you know what's the
So
funny,
animated they are.
the funniest meme I've seen is like Joe Rogan is like, I would never interview a fighter after they've been knocked out.
Had a
And then
point
it
through
says
3 seconds later.
4 seconds later, and he's like with the mic in their faces.
That's hilarious.
I was like, yo, for sure, bro.
He
That's
actually did that
hilarious.
multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. DC,
He did it on all of
Crazy.
them.
He did it DC, he did it to Weili. Yeah, he did it to all of them. It's
He did it to
crazy.
he did it to fucking Andrade.
Yeah. George,
and he
did
ended up with
George
Masvidal too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. So let's get into the. I say we get into the main event now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did it.
Kamaru Usman
Who would have thought by
Viciously.
knockout?
knocked
I know,
out
yeah,
Jorge
yeah.
Masvidal.
Who would have thought, man?
I had him winning by decision.
Flat
I thought-
So did I.
I had him winning by decision. Did you see the sweat pop off?
yeah.
It was insane.
Hit a
That
home
picture-
run
I
with
was,
Did
you-
I
you
was
see
up there
Masvidal-
and I still saw it.
Did you see Masvidal's chin touch his shoulder?
Yeah. It was-
As soon as I saw, like, when I was watching, as soon as like I saw him get knocked down, I was like, oh, that was just a good jab. And then I saw his head go like do the whiplash, and I was like, yeah, it's done.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like starting off the fight, I saw Jorge like fucking off a little bit.
He
And
was
I'm
being
just like,
cocky.
and I'm just like, this man's gonna.
He didn't
I'm just
respect
like,
his
yo,
power.
He's gonna get caught, get caught lacking, man. It was just not.
Usman was tagging him even in the
The
first
jabs,
round.
his jab, bro, his
that
jab.
I told you, man,
Like
he
Trevor
has a
Whitman
nice jab.
Trevor
Yeah,
Whitman got his
his
jab
jab- his-
nice.
His striking is underrated. Period.
Dude,
You get me?
it's
Like
gotten
Yes.
better.
it's super
Bro,
underrated, man.
Since he
It's
got
super
with Trevor
underrated.
Whitman, it's been fucking his striking is just elevating.
He's the real star.
He's
the
a
real
problem,
star,
man.
man.
Like,
And,
He had a
and,
double
like,
shift.
he's a problem.
I saw like I said, I saw Masvidal kind of fucking off and like showboating and stuff, and I'm just like, bro, like
Masvidal's first career
maybe doing
KO.
that.
And honestly, he's been doing that since
In the
Diaz.
UFC,
Yes.
the UFC is his
I,
first
I
career
hate
KO.
when he knocked
No,
out
career.
Till, when he knocked out Till, I was like, all right, cool. George finally gonna get the recognition he wants. And then he kind of sold out, man. He started like doing all the flashiness, like the whole Versace robe, and he started like just talking too much. And I'm
Not being
like,
himself.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, like the reason people like you is because you kept it so real the whole time. And now you're making some money, you're doing your thing, and you kind of like you're bullshit.
Which good for him, by the way.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. But you get me though. It's like, bro, keep it fighting like you did before. And I think that played like he said, he like didn't. He
admitted it afterwards,
He was
too.
like, I'm over. It was like he was overconfident.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said he didn't respect his power because of the first fight. He said he didn't feel any power from him the first fight, so he didn't respect it at all.
That
Did
that
you
should have
see-
changed right as soon as he got hit by the first jab. That should have changed.
Did you see Leon's post?
Yeah.
I did
What he
not.
said, he kind of broke it down. He was talking about how George kept his hands down, anticipating the
The takedown.
takedown so much that's how that jab just not even a jab, that was a straight cross.
That was a
Or
right
was it?
hand. Yeah,
that's what
It was
I'm
a
saying.
1-2. It was a
No,
1-2.
he did it. He like slapped because Jorge was coming in with his own little check hook, and Usman slapped it and came with the right
Yeah,
straight
it was
and
a
just
straight cross. Yeah.
piston down the line, man. Oh my god!
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what Leon said about his hands are too low, anticipating the takedown too much, and that punch was just right there for him.
The threat of the
There's gonna-
takedown was
there's-
there. What's up?
Right.
Go ahead.
There's already an infamous picture of him like he's smiling, and then they did a meme like with SpongeBob 12
Oh, the
seconds
memes,
later.
the memes are brutal,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh man,
Did you see what Ben Askren said?
No. I
It
didn't
was
see
just
it.
like
What he said.
I think he was something about karma, like karma's a bitch, or like what goes around comes around, shit like that.
Yeah.
No, I thought he said otherwise. He said if you stay in fighting long enough, shit's gonna happen.
I could have swore it was something about karma.
I don't know. I have to look it
Usman's
up.
post-fight interview was legendary though. Much
Oh
It
yeah,
was,
it
man.
was super
pettiness, the pettiness was needed for a little bit. It wasn't bad, but it was perfect.
He said a few
Just the
funny
right
things.
amount. Just the right amount.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was good. I was
you
like,
know what listen. I know, like we gotta admit, I never disliked Usman, but people have to admit, like starting from like he has to be right now like considered to be one of the greatest of all time. Like we have to start having that conversation.
What's that?
now.
His fourth
Dude.
or fifth defense?
It's his
right?
fourth. It's his
Fourth.
fourth. But that's his
Yeah, for
14th. I think it's
sure.
his 14th straight win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
In the UFC.
4 defenses and 5 title fights. That's
He's never lost in the UFC.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Crazy.
so what's it called? I think when the pound for pound rankings get updated, I think he's gonna move up to one. Now
I
that
think he
Jones
should.
has
He
been
deserves.
now,
He
now
deserves to
that
be
Jones
one.
hasn't been fighting and everything that's going on, like with all his like negotiation issues with the money and stuff like that, he's not active. Usman's
Which
gonna get that top spot.
breaking news: John Jones actually got dropped by his management team.
No,
They
he
just
didn't get
parted
dropped.
Oh, did
They
he
ways.
parted
really?
ways.
They parted
They parted
ways.
ways. Yeah, they parted
But I
ways.
heard they decided to part ways with him.
Oh,
I heard it was their choice.
I saw the news. I just did not. I didn't read deep into it yet.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
I
I
didn't
saw
see
a few
that at all.
headlines.
I did see the post that John Jones did about staying good friends and like how it was like it was mutual in a way. So I think just my opinion is that what's it called, George just wasn't getting what he wanted out of the measurements group, and they just are like, all right, we'll just go our own ways.
Gotcha.
It's the only thing that makes sense of him not getting the money he's getting. And it's not just, not just the UFC. Maybe he sees that his management wasn't, working as hard as they probably could have.
Yeah,
But
we'll see what happens with
I
him.
gotta dig deeper into that.
But let's
But as
back
far
to
as
this.
Well,
Usman,
Yeah, Usman. Obviously Colby is next for
got it.
Usman. Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
already
I
said
did,
it.
yeah, I did read this though. They were saying what's it called? Let's say that how this Leon and Nate Diaz fight goes off. They said if Leon wins, like kind of how what's it called, George did Nate, that they might, skip what's it called,
Colby.
skip Kobe and could possibly talk about Leon. And they also said that if Nate wins, they're gonna give it to him automatically just because
Oh,
of the
he's
star he is.
big
You know what I mean?
star, beat a top ranking contender. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is all from DC. DC was saying this.
I honestly think Colby deserves it though.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
he does.
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know how the
Kobe
UFC
does.
is, man. The UFC, Leon low key does too. Leon's on an 8-fight win streak, bro.
Yeah, but
Like,
against
come on, what?
competition matters. Colby just fought
I get it.
Woodley. He just dominated Woodley and give Kamaru the toughest competition he's had yet with
Yeah,
anybody.
but Usman is like, in my opinion, like
They
a
were
lot.
2-2 going into the 5th round.
Hey, but I tell you what, I think Usman finishes Kobe quicker this time. Maybe in the third, fourth
Yeah,
round.
I think so too.
Honestly, I think so too, man.
I think so too.
Maybe
I think
third.
so too.
We'd have
I
to
think so
see.
too.
That'd be a good fight.
I mean, didn't Usman already beat Leon too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
They'll be
did.
fighting
Yeah, he
again,
did.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll be fighting again if that were to happen.
When they were both prospects coming up.
The way the way I see it, let's say Usman, he fights Kobe again, he beats Kobe. Let's say then next up is Leon, he beats Leon. There's no one else, maybe besides Wonder Boy. Oh, I'm
We'll see
sorry.
Wonder Boy
Wonder
Burns,
Boy.
right?
Yeah, because Wonder
let's
Boy
say
Burns are gonna fight.
Yeah, let's say Wonder Boy. That's oh my God! Imagine he just runs through the division.
Hey, but I did think Wonder Boy would give him a big, like, some good competition.
Yeah,
I think because of his striking, just because of that striking, and he can't just rush into him like that.
Yeah.
He'll keep him guessing.
Yeah.
And
I think
I don't see Usman moving up either. Not while Izzy's champ.
No,
No,
he already said he
wouldn't fight
wasn't.
him.
Yeah. Not while Izzy's champ.
He said he wouldn't fight him. But what do you guys think is next for Masvidal?
Maybe
Nick
the loser
Diaz.
of Leon versus Nate, the loser.
Nick Diaz.
Yeah, that's the rumor. The Nick Diaz.
Nick Diaz, I heard that too.
Nick Diaz.
That
Yeah.
would be
Nick Diaz wants to
crazy,
avenge
man.
his brother.
That's what's gonna come out of Masvidal's the rest of his career. It's gonna be just fights like that
Fun
are
fights.
fun fights. It's not gonna. I don't think he's fighting for the belt again.
He was just
Unless-
on Ariel today, and he said he still wants the belt.
Yeah.
Is he-
Well, okay. Well, let's say he wins most of his fun fights. They're gonna start. It'll be the same run that he did just now. It'll be the same exact thing. He beat Till. He beat Askren. He beat Nate. Beat Nate, and then he got the thing. If he runs through 3 opponents in like kind of the way he did in a flashy way, I can see it again maybe.
But if Usman would have to lose,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah,
way
It would
he
have to be
fights
Kobe
Usman.
or
Yeah,
Leon
yeah.
as champ.
For
Yeah.
sure,
Maybe
for
Wonder
sure.
Boy.
I agree.
It wouldn't even be a matter of rather. I don't even think they'd give it to him if Usman was champ anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I agree.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So speaking of Nick Diaz, do you guys think he's actually going to return? Dana
Yes.
said he wants a fight, and he said he was
Dude,
going
he
to talk
looks-
to him in the back.
Looks
He
good.
looks good, man. He looks
Man.
good.
In
Yeah,
shape.
for sure.
He looks the best he's ever looked.
And-
Not just good.
He doesn't, and also well, we haven't heard him talk yet, but like his appearance, he doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's always had, like, when he's drinking and smoking and
Mhm.
stuff like that. He doesn't have like that. He looks sober. You get me? So that he it
Which he's
could be like he's
probably not.
serious.
Which is
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
not. If we're being honest.
Right. But I'm saying, like, the way he looks overall is he looks ready.
He does, man.
Do you guys think like he's past his time though?
It's
Yes.
been a,
He's
yeah,
what,
it's been a
38,
long
right?
time.
You think so? Yeah.
It's
yeah.
been a long time.
Yeah, he's
Come
in
back,
late
maybe like a
30s.
To be fair
fight or
though,
two.
he's been saving his chin. He hasn't been. But
Has he been doing the work though? Has he been putting in the work? Probably not even close to what.
I mean, he's always in shape. Though. The
in
Diaz brothers are
shape,
always
in shape, but that
they're
ring
always
rust
doing-
is
shape
legit.
is
they're-
different.
yeah, but they're always doing that all that fucking marathons, triathlons, all that shit.
Yeah, but to get in there and fight a
Yeah,
top guy,
there's no doubt that his cardio is on point. It's about like it's that ring rust. I think is as much as people say it's all mental. I
It's
think
been what, like 4 or 5
uh,
years since he fought.
I think a little over
I
5
think
years.
I think it's almost been 6 years.
The last time he fought was what?
Was
Anderson,
Anderson.
Silva?
Yeah.
Yeah, Anderson.
They didn't even have the Reebok deal yet.
even. Oh no, they didn't. That's
I
right.
don't think so, man. That was
Yeah.
2013.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think that was it.
We'll love to see Nick back, man. That's crazy.
That'd be cool, man. Him, Masvidal.
I'm just
But,
scared that we're gonna see a shell of what he used to be. That's the only thing that scares me. I
Depending on
want
who he
the Nick
fights.
Diaz.
Yeah,
I want the
depending-
Nick Diaz.
Who do you?
That we all know
If it's
about.
not Masvidal, any other options?
People were saying Condit, but I think he'll piece Condit up. Honestly, I
Think
don't.
so?
Yeah. Condit's.
He's been a little active though.
Yeah, I guess the
They're-
activity.
They were
activity's
asking.
there,
They were
but-
asking Dana if they would give him Hamzat.
Oh,
man.
oh.
Dana said somebody asked him if that was crazy, and Dana said no, that's not crazy. Oh, can you? That would almost be not cool.
You know what?
Finish
John
that
Anik was
to
being
Diaz.
John Anik was being interviewed, right? And he asked, "What is the one fight you hope gets negotiated this year for it to happen?" And he said, Hamza versus Colby Covington."
That would be a hell of a
That'd be-
fight.
That's so random, though. That's such a random fight.
But think about it though.
But at this point, honestly, almost anybody fighting Hamza is kind of random, just because it's just you know what I'm saying. Like it's Hamza.
If he
It's
fights
crazy
a
how little
top
he's
guy-
done. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, keep on.
He fights a top. He's just mopped the opponent. These not top 10 or top 15 guys. Like you got to put him in there with somebody decent just to see where
No,
he's
for
at.
yeah,
At least
yeah,
a top
for
10.
sure.
At least a top 10.
He's gonna hurt one of these guys for real.
I really
just
wanted to see
smashing
that
these
fight with
dudes.
Leon. To be
That would
honest,
be
that
crazy,
that
man.
I
That
need.
was-
That was the fight, man. That was gonna be such a test of what he does.
That
Who do you
would
think
be-
would have won? Because I think I still had Leon.
Just
I don't
because
know, man. I'm gonna ride. We riding the
Just-
Hamzat train, baby. Hamzat Chimaev. He's coming.
I think I had Leon winning that too. To be honest, I would have loved Hamza to win because Leon's kind of
Let's say Hamzat fights one of these top 5 guys and or top 10 guys and just ragdolls them in the wrestling. How crazy would fucking Hamzat Chimaev versus Kamaru Usman be? Dude?
yeah, that'd be a good fight too.
If he just
Yeah.
ragdolls one of these top 10 guys, he might be the new.
If they give him he's unranked, right? Or is he ranked?
Yeah, he's on.
unranked.
Oh no, he might be like number 15.
Oh, I think he's unranked.
Dude, they give him like a 6, not even. They give him like a 8. He wins that. Then give him like a 5 or a 4. He wins that. He fights Usman off rip.
Oh,
Last
man.
time I saw, he was like number 15.
And he's 9-0. No, he's not ranked.
He
not
could
ranked?
he could possibly be 2 fights away from fighting Usman.
He could possibly be 1 fight away from fighting Usman, depending on how it goes.
Hey,
if he- if
Jorge
that-
versus Hamzat.
I don't
Nah,
think that
that
shit
wouldn't
would be good
happen,
for
that wouldn't
Jorge.
happen, that wouldn't happen.
Jorge
If that fight with Leon would have happened and he would have like dominated him, I think he would have got Usman.
Oh man, they
after
would have
that,
made the
yeah.
title fight the next month. They would have
Yeah,
steamed him.
yeah.
He would have put him on a path to the stars.
Let me smash them, brother. Smash out these brothers.
Smash all these guys, brother.
He was getting interviewed. I saw an interview with him today, and he was like, "I'm
Brother.
just smashing people."
yeah.
just from his skill and what he's shown against those guys, just the technique he has, he's gonna be a problem, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be good too.
He fought at 185, and then in 10 days went down to
Fought at
170 and mopped the floor with the guy.
He even talked about going to 205. I don't know if he was just like fucking around.
He
but
probably can. He trains with Gustafsson and Ilir Latifi.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How much do you think the COVID affected his,
For
He
him,
said he
yeah.
fucked him up bad. He said he
For
thought
him-
he had cancer.
To
Yeah,
be honest,
bad.
for him not to like train and stuff like that, you can tell he's about it though. So if he wouldn't be the type of guy to kind of like fuck off and fake it. You get me?
He did an interview with Brett Okamoto, and he said he was coughing up blood. He had to have surgery.
Yeah.
He got bad.
He said something that his lungs were like all fucked up too. I don't know if that was just rumor reporting, but at least that's what I read.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Did you guys
UFC.
see the back and forth tweets between Connor and Usman? That was pretty interesting
Nah.
too, man.
Careful.
You got finished, guys. You get finished.
Careful.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy.
We'll see what happens with Connor.
Quick question. Quick question. Y'all think Jones Francis happens this year?
Yes.
Nah, I don't know,
I don't
man.
think so,
Yeah.
man.
Or happens at all? Do you think they get a deal done?
know.
Jones needs to be a little bit more flexible at this point if he wants that fight to happen. But don't get me wrong, I don't disagree with him wanting more money, man. Like I really don't.
But I heard the number he was asking for. Yeah, that's outrageous.
Yeah, but
Guaranteed 30 million.
Yeah, I know, but I saw the Jones tweeted at that. He was like, "In no way did I ever say 30 mil."
Yeah, but then Chael had a good point saying that, okay, if it's not 30 mil, what number? Give us a number. You're not giving us any number.
True.
We can only believe what was been getting put out.
Yeah.
If you're not putting out a number, that's
for sure.
If you're not putting out a number,
maybe he's just trying to save
to
face a
believe
little
Dana.
bit. Yeah, maybe he's just trying to save face a little bit and kind of like, oh, I didn't say a number, but he probably hinted. You get me? Like,
yeah, like his coach, like John's coach was saying, oh, I think he's worth 50 million, and then John was saying something else and shit like that. It's like they're giving us too many different numbers and shit, and no numbers, so we can only believe what Dana's saying.
Yeah. I do agree he deserves to get paid, but again, what numbers he asking? We don't know what number he's asking, so who knows?
Nobody, only Dana knows.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to wait and see. But UFC 261, what a crazy night! Any other quick mentions before we wrap up today's podcast? Anybody want to say anything about UFC 261?
A fighter that people should, in my opinion, should take notice is Jeff Molina. The man who fought the Chinese guy. I think he deserves a shout out too.
Jeff Molina.
That was a good fight. I know what you're talking about.
The fight of the night.
Yeah, the fight of the night. Yeah, that was a good fight.
That fight was crazy. He deserves a shout out because he's only 23.
Young.
And he was already fighting like he was a veteran. Like in that third round, he was so smooth with it. He was just like piecing that guy up. And give credit to the Chinese guy, like he was just taking the punches, like he had all heart, but he wasn't even moving his head. But but still, at the end of the day,
that's a name to look out for. Jeff Molina.
Jeff Molina.
We'll keep an eye out on.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. That's gonna wrap up today's podcast, everybody. Episode 2 of For the Title. It was a good one. UFC 261 was crazy. What's the next event we'll be covering coming up? I believe it's Dominic Reyes
versus Yuri Prochazka.
Yeah, man.
Crazy fight.
That's gonna be it's gonna be interesting just because Reyes coming off of 2 losses already. Let's see if he could bounce back.
One of those losses I got an asterisk, but
a lot of implications in the light heavyweight division. We'll get into some other things next week also along with that fight card, but that's been the second episode, man. It's been your boy Dylan.
Jesse.
Moses.
I've been King.
We'll catch you guys next time, man. Episode 3 coming this Friday. Everybody be safe.
Guys, man.
Take care.
Peace out.
Peace.
Later.